The Nash Files. Accident, Recovery, Rightness. Back in 1994, I slipped and fell on the ice. When I hit the ground, I landed in a jackknife position, with one leg angled behind my back. The apparent shock to my system was so severe that I could not feel any pain, but I also could not upright myself. It was 6 a.m. in the morning, freezing cold. I was alone, laying on the ground, confused. I started to yell for help. Eventually, someone heard and helped me. I was taken to the doctor's office, a general practitioner. After about 3 hours, the local doctor's office saw me, took x-rays. The doctor came into the room with the results. He announced that I had compound fractures up to my femur and that I had successfully demolished one of my ankles. A few moments later, after accepting what I heard, I felt pain, a lot of pain. So their idea of reality became mine. After 3 surgeries, 2 screws, and 2 pins, and about 6 months of lying on my back convalescing, I spoke at length with the orthopedic surgeon. He declared that in his 20 years of practicing medicine, he had never seen an ankle so badly destroyed, adding that because I fell on top of it, it absorbed a crushing that basically and not terribly neatly minced my ankle bones. He explained how hard it was for him to reassemble my ankle, like solving a jigsaw puzzle. After completing his vivid description of his experience, he finally announced that I would never run again, never play sports again, and never walk again without a cane. Well, that wasn't what happened next. And I'm not here now attempting to tell you that the doctor was wrong. If no two perceive identically, how can one ever be anything other than right? The doctor, therefore, was most certainly right. Thoughts equal cause, experience equals effect. Within his perceptions, his thoughts caused his experience. He could only be right. I listened to him carefully. I then offered him no resistance and thanked him for his perspective. I did not, however, alter my idea about my present or my future. Within 3 years, I wasn't just running. I was kicking soccer balls with that same ankle. It was, from his perspective, a full recovery. It was, from my perspective, the experience or effect of my thoughts' cause. Did my initial and continued lack of alteration of my perspective for me render him wrong? No. How could it? His thought, cause, yielded his experience, and the accompanying description of it as he thought it pertained to me. He told me what he believed based on his experience, the effect of his beliefs about himself and his version of what life is and is not. He was therefore absolutely right within his subjective reality. Without resistance to his perspective, meaning I let it be what it was, his, I simply remained in my own perspective about my life, what it was and what it was not. When I say that thoughts equal cause and experience equals effect, I'm stating that all is mental. That means that experience is the effect of what one thinks about self. Without grasping this cause-effect idea, my writing, my voiceovers, can only be interpreted as speculative. There's also an implication that you might consider as well. Arguing with people is not only a waste of time, it is disrespectful of their equal right to think about and experience the life they want. My recovery, therefore, was simply the effect, experience, of my cause, thoughts about me and my life. In that, and only that, I experienced rightness. When I explain my perspective here, I'm not stating you are wrong about anything. I'm merely clarifying my perspective. Like the orthopedic surgeon, you are free to consider my perspective. even adopt it as personally useful or not.